I've been thinking about what happened with Hadriana. I took out my anger on you, undeservedly so. I was not myself. I'm sorry.
I had no idea where you went. I was concerned.
I needed to be alone. When I was still a slave, Hadriana was a torment. She would ridicule me, deny my meals, hound my sleep. Because of her status, I was powerless to respond, and she knew it. The thought of her slipping out of my grasp now. I couldn't let her go. I wanted to, but I couldn't.
I'm glad you killed her then.
I should be happy now that Hadriana is dead. Instead, I feel nothing but disquiet. This hate. I thought I'd gotten away from it, but it dogs me no matter where I go. To feel it again, to know it was they who planted it inside me. It was too much to bear. But I didn't come here to burden you further.
You don't need to leave, Fenris. Was it that bad?
I'm sorry, it's not... It was fine. No, that is insufficient. It was better than anything I could have dreamed.
Oh? I can come up with much crazier things in my dreams.
I began to remember my life before. Just flashes. It's too much. This is too fast. I cannot do this.
Your life before? What do you mean?
I've never remembered anything from before the ritual, but there were faces, words. For just a moment, I could recall all of it, and then it slipped away.
If it brings your memory back, maybe we need to do it more often.
Perhaps you don't realize how upsetting this is. I've never remembered anything, and to have it all come back in a rush, only to lose it. I can't. I can't.
Your life before? What do you mean?
I've never remembered anything from before the ritual, but there were faces, words. For just a moment, I could recall all of it, and then it slipped away.
We can work through this.
I'm sorry. I feel like such a fool. All I wanted was to be happy. Just for a little while. Forgive me.
Greetings, mistress. Your home was difficult to find. I've never been out on my own before, but I found it. Many people know of you. I hope I've made myself useful. I've already begun cleaning and I can cook. Not as good as Papa, but a little. Is there anything else you'd like me to do?
What sort of skills do you have?
Not many, I fear. The Magister bade me to clean and sometimes fetch, but Papa told me to keep out of her sight as much as I could. But I can learn. I'll serve you well. Please don't hurt me.
You've been through a great deal. How are you feeling?
I miss Papa, the other servants. I try not to think about what happened. I even feel sorry for the Magister. Is that bad?
You served her a long time. I understand.
I'll serve you just as well, mistress. You'll see.
If you're staying here, Rhona, it will be as my servant.
You mean I won't be a slave anymore?
You'll be paid, like anyone else.
A slave is all I've ever been, like Papa and Grandpapa before me. I'll try to be a good servant. Thank you, mistress. You're too good to me.
There's an elven woman here, Monsieur. She claims she was sent here by you. I didn't know what to tell her.
An elven slave?
Make us
Good day, Sirrah.
You're looking well.
Years of nice, quiet anxiety. Gone. Along with a whole street.
An accident on purpose, more or less.
Right. A mad elf pushed by zealots, likely hidden in the very groups I have to appease. The Maker has a grand sense of humor. And the Arishok. I suspected he had no plans to leave. I didn't know it was just as annoying for him.
You could send him gold and he'd complain it was heavy.
And it's about to get worse. A shame. There were overtures of civility. Your influence, no doubt.
Do I want to hear what happened?
A Qunari delegate and entourage paid me a visit. It was civil, tentative, hopeful. They left my chambers with precision, but were not reported by the outer guard. They are missing almost literally from my doorstep. What do you imagine will be the Arishok's reaction?
Do the Qunari generally keep you updated?
Qunari do not disappear. They know we watch, and they are not shy about their movement. Speak to Seneschal Brown. He has details that show how damning this is. I don't know who would benefit from fighting the Qunari, but it will cost all of us.
You're looking well, Sarah.
Don't touch anything. I've arranged all of the papers alphabetically.
To arms!
I have 14 different reports to rewrite.
How much longer do I have to wait?
You have information about the missing Qunari?
I am to help you, yes. Viscount Dumas would appreciate discretion in this matter. I would prefer that you were not involved at all. But that is neither here nor there.
Has anyone reported this to the Qunari?
Maker, no. I'd be signing the messenger's death warrant. He'll find out soon enough, of course. And when he does, the Viscount is rightly concerned that the illusion of peace will dissolve.
The Arishok is growing violent. He might want an excuse to end this peace.
I suspect that if the Arishok wanted to take over, he simply would. For all we fear that heretical Qun of his, its demands have done more to keep him in check than any of our efforts. Besides, would Qunari stoop to trickery? There is no precedent. But there is unfortunate evidence of influence on our side.
It sounds like you don't want them found.
I must think of what is best for the Viscount's office. Bringing attention to such an incident benefits no one.
You would do nothing.
The Qunari are neutral hostiles at best. There is no relationship to salvage by overextending ourselves on their behalf.
It sounds like you don't want them found.
I must think of what is best for the Viscount's office. Bringing attention to such an incident benefits no one.
You would do nothing.
The Qunari are neutral hostiles at best. There is no relationship to salvage by overextending ourselves on their behalf.
I'm having a hard time picturing the abduction of a Qunari entourage.
Unfortunately, they were not at their best. Their swords were tied into their sheaths, as I advised. It seemed a respectful compromise. Even I know you cannot separate a Qunari from his weapon.
So where would you start, if you were the starting type?
I would begin with the most obvious failure. It's clear the city guard has no excuse for allowing this, unless they were involved. Not coincidentally, a number of recent recruits have failed to report. You should start with one of them. Although where you find a swordsman so eager to sell his honor and duty, I'm sure I don't know.
The Hanged Man.
Hanged Man.
Definitely.
Right. Then you know what to look for. I can't imagine this has occurred without notice. There is always a weak link. Please keep this quiet. The Viscount is under enough scrutiny.
Please keep it
as
quiet,
is.
Sirrah. The Viscount mustn't be disturbed.
Good day, Sirrah.
Hawke, I need a favor that I can only trust to you.
Oh, this should be good.
It should be a small matter, but I worry. I need you to give something to Guardsman Donnick, here in the barracks. No questions, and he is not to know it's from me.
Donnick? The one we pulled from an ambush?
The event that put me here. But this is a different need of the Guard and its captain. And you're doing very badly at the no questions part.
You need me for something as simple as this?
I protect many people, citizens well beyond the men and women I command. But who do I really know besides you? I need a friend to do this. It's a short list.
You need me for something as simple as this?
I protect many people, citizens well beyond the men and women I command. But who do I really know besides you? I need a friend to do this. It's a short list.
It must be something important if you're going to all this trouble.
That's none of your business.
How very canary of you.
I already regret this. I'm not about to make it worse by exposing unnecessary facts. You can accept that or not, but that's all I can say.
If that's all you need, I'll walk the 100 feet to him.
Thank you. And please, hurry back with his reaction. I appreciate this, Hawke. I really do.
Guardsman Donnick.
Sirrah Hawke, it's been some time. You're here in Hightown now, right? I think the captain mentioned it. I see your uncle now and then on my patrols, but we don't talk.
No ill effects from the ambush, I trust?
They got me pretty good, I'll admit. But they fared worse, so I can't complain. Guard is a good career if you're careful. A short one if you're not. And the captain makes sure we're careful.
I have it on good authority that you are going to enjoy this.
Am I now? It's a copper relief of marigolds? Ah, and it helpfully says so. Marigolds. Well, how crafty. Is there a meaning to this that I should know?
Possibly here you throw this away?
Well, It certainly conveys that. Right. I'm sure we both have things to do, of varying import. Rhona Hawke.
Is there some reason Aveline just made us look like idiots? Coming in here of my own free will feels wrong. Like diddling a sister.
Set. Hope the day is treating you well, Sarah.
You're back. Of course you are. You're efficient, get things done, good or ill. So, how did Donnic react?
To your garbage, you mean?
I thought it was clear. Metal is strong, copper ages well, flowers are soft. I've clearly gone about this the wrong way. Don't talk to him again. Just take this, the patrols for next week. Post it to the roster and just... listen.
Really? Just walk over there and post the roster?
I want his honest reaction without the captain present.
You could just have him hauled off.
This isn't about an accusation I can put in a report and explain. I need someone unofficial.
All right. Posting the roster just over there.
I need to know exactly how he reacts. That's key. Thank you.
Too many hits to the head. Or not enough.
Hey, Donnic! Whose pucker have you been greasing to get Hightown?
What? You're daft. I'm working dockside on those smugglers.
Says here you're guarding the square. Always been a make-work job, that one. You someone's pet?
Check your eyes. It's a mistake.
Says the pet.
You have got to be kidding me. What did I do to get that post?
Please keep it quiet, Sarah. The Viscount mustn't be disturbed.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
It's different here as captain. Feels like family. Donnic thinks I'm punishing him. But Hightown is a safe patrol, a reward.
You wanted his reaction.
All right. I can fix this. I need 3 goats and a sheaf of wheat. You'll take them to his mother. It's a dowry tradition. Maybe it will smooth the process.
Hold a moment. You're sweet on the boy.
So help me, whore. I will break you.
Oh, this is glorious. All this flailing is her idea of courtship.
How exactly did you think this mess would work?
I don't know what I thought. I've been focused on being captain for so long, that's all I know.
I'm confused. Wasn't Lady Manhands married already?
That was a long time ago. It was easier, or seemed to be.
I can't imagine you having trouble speaking your mind.
It's just fear. I know it's foolish, but I can't get away from it. What about you and Fenris? How do you deal with the danger of your lives?
Maybe we're not the best example.
But you understand. I feel paralyzed. I hate it.
Sounds like you're ready to move on.
It's been 4 years since Wesley. Stop trying to protect me.
That's right. She's made her peace. Now let her get one.
What makes Donnick so special? When someone closer to you might be interested.
Nothing. Not a thing. Not rich, not the most skilled. I dare say he's not even the best looking. But he's... something. He's not like the others.
Strong lips. Has to be.
So you've been by yourself since we came to Kirkwall?
Wait, you've gone 4 years without. You must creak like a rusty hinge.
Many people have their lives because of me.
But poor you. No life of your own.
We both place others above ourselves. I happen to do it clothed.
You're splitting hairs, but wishing someone would split yours.
I've had enough of your loose lips. Like many, I'm sure.
Oh, touché. Prig.
Slattern!
If I might put this back on track. I can't imagine you having trouble speaking your mind.
It's just fear. I know it's foolish, but I can't get away from it. What about you and Fenris? How do you deal with the danger of your lives?
Maybe we're not the best example.
But you understand. I feel paralyzed. I hate it.
I can drag him in here right now. Just say the word.
Oh, and how would that look? The captain ordering her guardsmen to... It wouldn't help.
So go out. Get him drunk. Shame is a great equalizer.
What? Just go out somewhere? Like it's that easy?
What? Too simple?
Tell Donnick. Invite him to the Hanged Man. Don't tell him about me. Make something up. It's a surprise, or just you, or a group. Anything to get him there. He's not like the others. I don't want him to think he's meeting the captain.
Guardsman Donnick! How are you?
Good, I suppose.
Doesn't matter. Free for an evening?
I have no immediate patrols. Why?
A night at the Hanged Man for all the guard. You'll come? Of course you'll come.
Should I have heard of this? Very well, Rhona Hawke. I guess I'll be there. Never good to be the last to hear of these things.
Hello, Hawke. Another time? I'm a little busy.
Hope the day's treating you well, Sarah.
Good day, Sarah.
Now we fight!
I must seem so sad. Your life has been so exciting. The adventures, the news, passionate love affairs. Instead of that, all life was a stale, dry biscuit. I wish I had your life.
No, you don't want my life.
Why? Because you have a good heart, and you deserve better. And here we go again. I'm stuck!
Forgive me!
That's quite the view.
Here we go! That's enough! Get like an Orleans dandy! Get back! Let this be a lesson for future operations.
Keep your bloody head down! Damn it all! You take up
Isabella, my dusky goddess. You have buried yourself in the flesh of my heart like a worm in a red, red apple. You heartworm, you.
Oh, look, my friend is here. Excuse me.
But I haven't gotten to the part where I invite you to feast upon my tender white flesh.
That's all right. I think I'll manage. Speaking of romance, you and Fenris, eh? That taut, controlled body, the brooding demeanor and intense gaze. I hear he still wears the shackles from his life in bondage under his clothes. You know what they say about men like that, don't you?
I'm going to regret asking you to continue, aren't I?
He can't find a saw. I had you there. You thought I was going to say something dirty.
I have something for you. Ooh, what's this? Oh, isn't that just the cutest thing? Baby animals are cute. Ships, not so much.
Thank you, Hawke. This was a thoughtful gesture.
It's 3 bits for a mug.
What? You think I'm made of coin?
Why do you always win at cards?
Because I cheat, kitten. This trinket, it's elven, isn't it? From your clan. Don't bet anything you're not prepared to lose. Here, have it back. A jigger of your finest whiskey for my friend over here. The Hanged Man's finest isn't much, but it'll get you just as drunk as anything you'll find in Hightown.
And you'll wake up and find someone stolen your trousers.
That's when you know it's a party. I thought I'd have to watch myself around you, but as it turns out, you're all right.
What do you mean I'm all right?
You don't judge people. You're not afraid to get your hands dirty. You know, little things like that. If I had someone like you on board my ship when the storm hit, maybe we wouldn't have been shipwrecked.
If you hadn't been shipwrecked, we wouldn't have met. That would have been a shame.
I'll drink to that.
I notice you talk about vulgar things quite a bit.
Do you want me to stop? Do I make you uncomfortable?
It was... just an observation, really.
It's a bad habit I picked up spending years with foul-mouthed pirates. Pirates only care about a small number of very specific things. The sea, strong drink, and booty. Both kinds.